Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the new episode of You, Me, and BTC live for all of you guys. There's my little thing for Daniel, and then a deep breath for all of you people who get annoyed at that noise. Zach Voell will be joining us soon. We had a little bit of a tiff on Twitter recently. Zach Voell is a very staunch opponent of Richard Nixon, who I believe is the best president ever. Not really, but I needed something to say to Zach's comment, something about Richard Nixon hating Bitcoin. I don't know what else to say besides just to take the contrary position. So I just said I love Richard Nixon. So I'll probably have to try to defend him at some point during this episode. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. If you can give me anything in the chat information to help me defend old Tricky Dicky, that'd be helpful, I guess, probably. But we are live, as I said before. You can find us at YMB/live and everything like that. I think so. Maybe. I'll have to look that up. Because Daniel always kind of just bitches that I don't give that right. But and I'm not finding the live button on our website, but you basically know where we are. Look up You Mean BTC /live, youmeanbtc.com/live. There you go. You'll find us, and then at some point Zach will be back with us. I'm trying to go through this and get something so I can see the chat on YouTube, but I'm not finding it too quickly, but we'll see what happens. I have no idea what we're talking about today. I was actually planning on being late for this, and then I just wasn't looking at messages from Daniel in case he said something about uh, needing me to do something. So I didn't. I don't really know what's going on. I was planning on going someplace else for probably like the first half of this episode. So now you guys are stuck with me, though. I know that's how you probably prefer it, though, so it doesn't really matter that much. Um, Interesting week, probably, maybe in Bitcoin. I haven't really looked at too much Bitcoin news recently. I've been focusing too much on Kanye being the voice of a new generation of artists, and this is just getting kind of fucking ridiculous at this point, where we give a shit whenever anybody who is above just are the regular, just like someone who isn't just you and me going like, hey, I think it's good that sometimes people speak their minds, and then half the
Hey,
country is just like, this is amazing. Hello, Zach. How are you? As you can see, the episode has already devolved significantly since I started it because I'm now squealing into a microphone. But this, everybody, is Zach Voell. He's joined us. At least I think it is. I recognize his voice. I haven't looked at the screen yet before. There he is.
how's it
Yeah.
going? We're
I
free.
mean,
We're
what?
free. We're free from Dan again tonight, so
Yeah,
it can't be
no,
too bad.
we are. We just don't have any viewers right now looking at me and looking at you being free of dance. We need people on that. I'm also completely
God
lost as
damn
to
it, people, watch us. What the fuck?
fuckers. Just turn it on. You don't need to watch any more TV. Just watch this shit. Maybe it's over here. I'm trying to find something just to get to where the chat would even be, but it's still not working. Did he get we'll just have on air behind the scenes because like I said before earlier in this, I was planning on ditching these fucks for probably the first half of the episode, and then I looked at my phone and went, fuck, I should have checked my phone earlier, because then Daniel's like, I'm not gonna make it. Can
Yeah,
you
what
do it?
happened to
It's
Dan?
it's always something new with him. He needs something that he's gonna do something with how he's probably rearranging his stupid microphones and his stupid little microphone pals he has set up at his new house, because he takes money from a giant media corporation that spreads lies on the internet, and it just brings the rest of us down. There we go. Now I finally figured out how to find the Chad, and now I have to listen to myself. Um, but yeah, besides that, yeah, did you guys talk at all in the let's see, I'm just gonna look at the messages
We
now
didn't. We didn't
about.
talk about anything. I mean, we can talk about different things. Bitcoin's crashing, so
Well, yeah, no, it's
there's
all
that.
going down. Everyone should probably sell to us or just donate to us because it won't be worth much, and then also probably just kill yourself. Um, because then again, no, my idea with that, I'm not trying to be like mean. I'm not trying to glorify suicide or anything like that. I'm just making the very real case that the more people who own Bitcoin who kill themselves, then make the rest of the Bitcoin more scarce for the rest of us, therefore then driving the price up. Or at least I think that's how it would work. I don't know.
Exactly. It's
It'll
a. It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, no, you guys should do it if you care about Bitcoin. I'm kind of tired of everyone just tweeting on Bitcoin. Maybe that's what we can talk about. Although you do that, Zach. I just don't tweet enough, so I'm just like, why the fuck does everybody tweet about stuff? But quit shit posting on Twitter. Quit making memes. Quit making new memes of childish Gambino shooting a guy in the back of the head. Because according to Vice now, you're missing the point. Like that's the whole fucking point of the internet is that we miss the point with everything. We're allowed to miss the point. That's the whole point of everything is fuck your point. I want to make this funny. Anyway, besides that, yeah. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Quit tweeting on Twitter and just either remove yourself from this earth or remove your ability to get your coins if you want to see Bitcoin grow, because it will make Bitcoin grow if you do that. But I'll shut up a little bit. I told them before it's YMB, youmeandbtc.com live slash live. That's the right one, I think. And you can get us here. This is episode, well, I looked it up before, but I don't remember it's like 250 or something. No, 241. We're not at 250 yet. Maybe Daniel will grace us with his presence for episode 250, but hopefully not. But yeah, no, I've had a not a strange day, just an annoying day. So like then I go on Twitter and people are just like, I don't understand what's going on with this. And this, okay, fine, then just off yourself and you won't have to worry about the shit anymore. Besides that, I don't want to encourage suicide too much on this podcast. Just I feel like anybody who's coming to Daniel to help solve their problems is probably a little bit too close to that already. So don't do it, guys. You probably have something to live for. I know I sure as fuck don't, but I keep on going. So that should at least be some kind of a bolstering to your self-confidence, is that I continue to go on and just destroy the world with my presence. So you should too. We're all in this together, even if it means bringing everything down. And Zach has now been silent for the past like 5 minutes, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's gone. I haven't looked at my screen again. Maybe he's against all this.
No,
But,
I think we shouldn't promote suicide too much, but I mean, you know,
ease off a little bit, just a little bit.
Everything in moderation. So
even suicide.
I guess, yeah. I mean, we could just talk about our sponsor for a whole hour. Wouldn't that make Daniel super happy?
Yes, but only if we go. No, actually, he doesn't do that with the sponsors. I was about to say we just talk about them and say they're the best thing ever. But we could just do that with a fake imaginary guest and just be like, here, this is this guy, and he's the greatest thing we've ever had. Welcome, sir. Your name is Crypto Panda, although that's probably something already. Is Crypto Panda? No, yeah, it is. Yeah, no, Crypto Panda is a thing. I need something that crypto isn't. Is there anything that crypto isn't? Or is there's Crypto Marta, Crypto Rush, Crypto Dale, Crypto Panda, Crypto God, Crypto, yeah, I don't know. As far as like what we're going to talk about, has there been any kind of big news recently? I haven't heard anything besides just that it's like the most recent thing I can think of is just how it's been going over 9,000 and then it'll drop right back down and then it'll shoot up a decent. It was like 9.7 a couple days ago, or maybe last week. Do you remember?
I don't remember, but that sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. It's close enough for government work. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why more people aren't already on this, because I gave the best. Jesus Christ, am I red? I'm definitely getting skin cancer at this point in my life. So that's another reason why you guys should tune in, is just to make this more bearable.
Me too, to be honest. I've gotten one time when I went to Guatemala, I came back literally as red as like a fire engine. I'm trying to find something red around me and I can't. And then it just sort of went, I'm 100% getting skin cancer. Basically, you need to tune into as many episodes as you can right now, because we only have so many episodes with me and Tim, and then you're stuck with Dan forever.
Yeah,
we're dead.
Yeah. And Zach and I have a shelf life. Daniel just lives inside his house with his microphone palace and just doesn't do anything, and then just avoids doing the show. We're out there having real life experiences, being in the sun too much, kind of just wasting away for you guys. It is all for you and to bring you better information. And then now apparently my roommate is giving me the high five. Maybe I'm not really sure. Okay, it's a thumbs up. He's also just standing. He's speaking to me about life experiences. No, nobody wants to see balls. He's speaking about life experiences while also trying to get on to a shitty podcast that he calls shitty. So who knows, whatever that is. But you know, whatever. That is also where my life is at, is that I have this as a roommate. I basically live with I wait, is Crypto Pig a thing? He definitely needs it. No, god damn it, it is. Crypto Animal. There's everything. That's what we need to do by the end of this episode. All right, there's James Bond. Thank you for joining us. Daniel did die.
Hell yes.
But that's what we need by the end of the episode, is to figure out a Twitter handle that is an animal or is some kind of a noun that already does not have crypto stuck before it. Thank you, James Bond, for not being called Crypto James Bond. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. It seems like you've cooled off towards me a little bit, which I don't know. That's probably okay. I don't know how much I love having like people just tell me I'm great on the internet, because I feel like they're probably mocking me and being patronizing, but I don't really know. All right.
Wow, that's actually, I can't find anything. There's already a crypto ass, a crypto donkey, a crypto mule, crypto. Okay, well, I know that's taken. Yeah, I can't find any. Jeez.
Well, no, because at this point it's overrun, and this is exactly what I was talking about before, where I'm just tired of people tweeting about things, and this is why you should do something to actually make Bitcoin more valuable, which take that however you want. But specifically for this episode, what do we need to talk about? I guess, fuck this. I keep on like going around and around trying to think that something's going to pop into my. What? What'd you find?
As far as I can tell, there's no crypto anaconda on Twitter.
There we go. My bun. Wait, what is that? Isn't that my? If you don't got buns, my crypto anaconda don't want none.
Yeah, but I don't know the lyrics. That's so yeah.
I don't make fun of me for knowing the lyrics, Zach.
No, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember. But
I don't get this strange reference.
You need to change your handle to crypto anaconda for the next month at least, and then you can change it back.
I actually probably will do that just because I want to take one that other people haven't thought of, and I need to change mine at some point from just being Tim Baker. I also need to change my picture from doing duck lips with a puppy, because we leave Daniel to do the kind of basic bitch white girl stuff, and I can't keep on representing myself like this. Now I am just tan man at this point, so I can't keep on going with this. Oh Jesus, I just looked at a picture of a bee stinging an eye. That doesn't really have anything to do with crypto, but it can make you feel bad, just the same way that if crypto drops the way it has, you just kind of get that like that feeling in your stomach, and you're kind of like your shitter just kind of like squeezes up really quick, and that could be because Bitcoin dropped by $700 or a bee stinging you in the eye. But whatever, everybody's different. I do have a giant crypto penis, or peanuts. What would a crypto penis be?
Sure. Well, that's probably not taken either.
Are you allowed to have penis as part of your name?
Oh wow, yeah, that handle is taken. You could
crypto penis talk.
Crypto sunburn is not taken. You could go with that.
Sweet. Just skin cancer crypto. I'll do it the other way around. Okay. Well, what have you done?
Check your Twitter DMs, because I'm DMing something to you I'm not going to talk about, but you can bring it up and then I'll chime in.
Oh Jesus! What the fuck is this? Okay. Hello. We need this man on our show right now. He has an affinity for. Jesus, I don't even know what the fuck this shit is. Okay, maybe I should try to do screen sharing. I don't know how to do. Wait, let me see if I can get that going. Fuck, that's not working. Cameraman, maybe no. Opening. I don't even know what. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. Fuck it. You don't need to see him. I'll just give you his name. You guys can all find him out and bother him on Twitter. At Star Warrior 2011. He's stolen. Wait. Why did this come up from that? Crypto. What? Oh, okay. Um, strange. Lots of maybe pregnant anime people. I'm not really sure what exactly is going on this page, but it is interesting to know that people like this do exist, and that they are out there. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, this is the thing I found before. You might have been wondering what I was talking about, Zach. I must have clicked on that separately, which might show where my searches are going. As far as they're just being random. Crypto traders have penises. They like to mention that fact. Correct. Yes, I do, sir. Crypto. I read that as crypto penis stock as well. Okay, no, I will speak on this just for being because this is actually in fact good advice. Uh, if your balls don't touch the water when you're on the toilet, you shouldn't be trading crypto. And that is true. If you're not comfortable with a little bit of uncomfortability, or with, and this is also from that page, apparently getting slapped in the balls with a large battering ram. They're showing a man training by doing that. If you're not willing to suffer through these kinds of things, and take that back, James Bond. I'm not crypto lobster. I've already been called lobster in my life, so fuck you. But apparently, yeah, no. Basically, the whole thing is we need to start. I guess maybe I'll rant for this for a while. We need to have a plague, Zach, and we need to have a plague that only hits people on Twitter. And I mean, that should just be everybody. But we need something in life to start becoming harder on us, so that we aren't just spending all the time on Twitter. I'm not. I want to avoid the first thing that everybody comes up with whenever you say shit like this. You're like, what? Because you think you'd survive? I'm like, no. I'd probably die. I'd probably get like the virus probably spreads through the sun or something like that. Like maybe we all just start spontaneously getting like an aggressive form of skin cancer that actually turns out to be a virus. But we need something else to tweet about besides just watching numbers go up and down. Something you can tweet about is also, wait, you even mentioned this before, but before we get on to like an actual sponsor thing, we'll say something about them. But you could be tweeting about the Coin Pod, which is an episode, or is a series of episodes, and is a show that our own Zach Voell does, and it normally comes out every Tuesday, where he interviews people, and they actually have long form discussions about things instead of just tweeting things at 250 characters, whatever the fuck it is now.
Yeah. Plus,
That does, you don't sound excited, Zach.
It's just like a popularity contest, essentially. And there's like good things on there every now and then, but you could literally, there's I don't know, there's so much content on there. You could spend a solid 24 hours just scrolling and reading and engaging, and then feel like the shitty person that you are.
Oh,
And
it's
you would
never going
not,
to change. Yeah.
and
Especially
yeah,
not for you, Zach. Especially not for me, too, as well. We're always just going to be shitty people.
yeah, but we don't have to think about it all the time. Like, we can pretend for a little bit.
No, yeah, I do things very specifically to avoid constantly thinking about those. Namely, like as we were talking about before, crack cocaine, and Zach drinks while he's driving. But no.
It's just a coping mechanism. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to do, which sometimes involves streaming through Twitter like for hours and hours. And I don't even work in an office, and I still find myself doing that some days, especially if I'm not working, just going through Twitter. And then you're like, wait, 5 minutes went by, and then you look back, it's like 15 minutes went by. You're never getting any smarter. None of this is improving your life. So why not go out and start World War III just for the sake of doing it? And I have an argument for this. Partly because I think maybe a war with Russia might drive crypto up. What do you think, Zach? Do you think, I remember we did talk about something in the I think in one of the chats with the text messages, is as far as like what a war, like a big war, because we haven't had like we've just had like 70 years of the US going in and having interventions in different countries. But we haven't had like a big war in a long time. And it's like, it doesn't really affect the dollar anymore. I don't know that even a big war could, but something like Bitcoin, something like crypto could get affected, I think, pretty significantly by something like that. I be more worried, I think, if Russia was more welcoming to crypto, although I haven't really heard any of the latest news as to how they're trading it. Uh, although this is also kind of just old news because nobody even cares about what's happening in Syria anymore. So no one's like,
Yeah.
I mean, Kim.com, I think, said that they were going to have a war, but it didn't happen. It's not, I mean, none of this, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
any
don't
of this
know.
stuff is going to. What?
I think it would be, uh, I don't know, good probably. Like, um, did you see the news about Iran and Trump pulling out of the Iran-U.S. nuclear deal and reimposing sanctions and stuff? And now people are, I think it's mostly private citizens, but also maybe some officials because of the targeted sanctions that I'm assuming he's implementing are all cramming some of their wealth in Bitcoin to get it out of the country and so they can still invest it in other things. And I mean, that's like the classic scenario that everybody's talked about. Like, you can move your wealth around and still retain control of it with Bitcoin, regardless of what other governments do, even if you are a government and being sanctioned by another sovereign state. So a war, mm, maybe, I don't know.
War. No, yeah,
Could be.
war. What is it good for? It's good for driving my crypto bags back up.
Yeah,
Um,
pump my bags, you warmongers.
pump my bags and lick my. There's got to be something. My candle, maybe. I don't know. My candle graph. Pump my bags and lick my candle graph, bitch.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
besides
speaking of
that,
candle graphs, we could play a game I like to play. So I'm not like big into technical analysis or all that crap. Let me get a screen share going. But I like to whoops. But I like to there we go. I like to look at the price sometimes and guess at what I see. Um I don't know. Do you see any we could blow people's mind tonight
you mean
by
like looking at clouds or shit like that?
yeah, no, looking at the
Find
shapes
pictures.
these fractals are making and trying to be super smart about it. Do you see any
Super smart. Um, well, every
well
time
so
I talk, it goes away from it, but I'm just gonna say, dude, titties. As the first answer.
well
Um,
see right here, this Bart Simpson?
yeah.
This is what I have learned people call a classic Bart fractal, and it's something unique to crypto. Somebody just invented it as a joke the other day, but it's a pretty good indicator of Bitcoin. I don't know. So we sort of have the left side of his head here, and then his stupid yellow spiky hair, and then pew, just right side of his head, and that's bearish. And here, holy crap, we plunged all the way down to triple eights. That's nuts. Are we doomed, Tim?
Oh no, we're definitely on the way down. Nothing is gonna help us recover from this. Um,
We haven't been this low since where's my little line? Let's draw a line to make this official.
all right,
So
this is real deal financial shit for you guys.
we have we oh, so we haven't been this low since the beginning of May. Okay, so 10 days ago. That makes sense.
Like
Shit. I
when?
I I was getting okay, line. I'm trying to fucking dump you. Stay right there. There we go. See, what is that? May the 1st at 10 a.m. That's when we were like around the same price range. So you should be really panicking because if we've plummeted to 10-day lows, then I
Oh
think
no,
we're
yeah, it's all fucks. That's just gonna
yeah.
be my new. It's not new. I've just been saying that for probably a couple of years now for everything, not just Bitcoin. But
Yeah.
it's all fucked up. I mean, looking at the Bart thing, and then I don't like how that leads because I see The Simpsons as a racist TV show now. I don't like to include Bart in my graphs, and when I see him in my graphs, I see that as a bad sign. But then also, I'm looking at you at the bottom of the screen, the graph, and it looks like it's got some. It's got like the Seattle's. What's the tower called? Like the what the fuck
Oh,
is it called?
uh,
The Rocket Tower, not the Rocket Tower.
hell's that thing called?
uh,
Chrysler Tower? No, that's not in Seattle.
it like used to be. I wait. Space Needle. All right, it was something to do with space. There's the Space Needle. It looks like that on there. The other one maybe could be it's that car being launched into space by
the Tesla or whatever.
By what's his name, who's now dating some like witch looking musician.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
he dating?
I uh I don't know, because it was just like the other day I just saw somebody like, he does all this stuff, but he doesn't have a girlfriend, and then it's just like, well, he does, and he's dating
Oh.
Grimes. Her name is Grimes. Who's
Oh.
Grimes? I don't who's do you have any idea who Grimes is?
Yes.
What does that mean? Yes.
I think that's just her name is Grimes.
Claire Elise Boucher. Oh, she's Canadian. We already had it out a couple
I don't
times on
like
this show.
I don't like to. I don't. Not that I don't like to. I just don't objectify people. But she isn't the most attractive pop star that I've ever seen. I mean, here let's look at this bad boy for a minute. She's she's not the. I don't know. I don't know what that look is. What you would call that?
That's
But
Helen Bonham Carter from Fight Club. That's the look, and what the look she's going in there for is homeless drug addict. And
I guess.
that's definitely like a kind of pop star thing where it's like a hot chick who could like is just like, nah, fuck, like I'm just, my thing is I'm just, I mean, I get her name is Grimes, but it's just like I'm just dirty or like, but not in the like, not in like a sexy, not in like a sexual way dirty, but just like I'm just physically look dirty all the time, and
And
I just kind of
she is
throw
like
hair in
not
front of my face. What?
just so our viewers don't hate on us. She is not unattractive. It's just I'm not really into that like pitch black hair, bleach white skin type of look.
Oh, I'm
And
not at all saying that I wouldn't. I'm very much into that type. Most of the time, they reject me still. But what I'm saying is, well, I mean, now wait, okay. Now I'm looking at other pictures, and she just has like literally just her hair is. It looks like it looks like they just dumped all kinds of dye into her hair, and it all kind of just melded into this brown color. Uh,
oh,
but yeah, no, this has nothing to do with crypto. But you guys are going to take it anyway because you love us.
yeah, you are.
Um, yes.
See, I think I think this right here, this is probably the high point for Bitcoin at 20,000 or whatever this was. And then and now we'll see if you look at a bunch of shit coins, this is exactly what their chart looks like. You have a little just like dead and then massive pump and then a dump and then they just die off. And so I think that's what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I think we're done and with us goes the pod or with Bitcoin goes the podcast. So
you heard it here, guys. We're quitting. Actually, in commemoration of our talk before, and I don't want it to be these people. I don't want to be the hypocrite that's telling other people to do things and then not doing it myself. And you have to stick around till the end of the podcast. I will be killing myself on this podcast, and then giving all of my Bitcoin out to you guys as it by way of just removing it from the blockchain and making each of yours more valuable. And Zach's laughing, but he doesn't know that I'm actually going to do it. Daniel actually did not come on this episode because he's actually already done it. You heard it here. Also, first, Daniel Brown has killed himself. To the joy of most people in his lives, but we kind of have some sadness here just because I do have known him. He's one of the only people that actually probably still talks to me from school, so I'll take it where I can get it. Okay, we no, let's keep on talking. Well, first, I think as far as what we've been being sponsored by recently, and maybe Daniel will show up and he can run a ad because I have no idea how to do that on here. But we've been sponsored recently in the way we're able to bring you all these new podcasts, which are far superior to the one you're hearing right now. Never listen to this again. Only listen to Zach's Coin Pod and then my Tim's 2 cents.
yeah, that's it.
Is Chronologic, and that is again, we can talk about the death of Bitcoin. Chronologic has to do with Ethereum, has to do with smart contracts, building debt contracts, building all this different kinds of shit. So if you're interested in stuff like that, if you're interested in, I'm sure if you're listening to this, you are interested in the kind of ways that you can use Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in a monetary sense. But this is looking at cryptocurrency and blockchain type technology and applying it to a lot of different kinds of things in your life, ways of making legal stuff simpler, and then also letting people kind of take legal stuff like that into their own hands instead of having to worry about getting a contract and getting the state to just back things like that. So check them out. Check out Chronologic. They have a lot of stuff on there. You can check out their website. Tell them you heard about them from us. Maybe I don't even know if they give a shit, but they probably will. Um,
And Bitcoin Jesus says that Ethereum will be the most valuable cryptocurrency by the end of 2018, and Chronologic is built on top of Ethereum. So it's really a win-win for those bad boys over there.
yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong at that point if you have. That's what we do need is we just need some big guy on Twitter. After I've just complained about all of you, please somebody take us and just be like, at the end of 2019, You Mean BTC will be the only podcast available to anybody. So get on while you can. Oh, here's something we can talk about, and I did remember seeing this recently. Venezuelan bolivar, the Venezuelan currency, is now worth 7 times less than World of Warcraft in-game currency.
Oh yeah.
So
I saw that.
it's like at this point, yeah, we have just been talking about Bitcoin. It's going down. We're all at the end of it. We're all just going to kind of just off ourselves together, make a big, wide. Jesus, I'm sorry. We're just going to make a big. Apparently, I'm dying. I'm just going to die from something before I even get the chance to take my own life. But we're going to make a Facebook event. Everyone's going to do it together. We're all going to be gone. But if you're in Venezuela, you might as well still put your stuff in Bitcoin. If you're in Venezuela, you might as well put your money in just any shit coin that you can find because it's going to be doing better than this. As like what I just said what I just said from the article, if you just put your money into literally a game currency, it would be doing better than your own national currency. So just do whatever. I mean, it's kind of your world over in Venezuela because at this point, anything you do to get outside of it is just going to be better at this point.
Yeah.
Have you talked to anyone recently that has had like the people who bought in at 20,000? Because we're talking about how it's I mean, it's at less than half of that right now.
Yeah.
But do you
To be
have any of
honest, I
those?
don't know. I don't know anyone who I don't know anyone who bought in at 20,000. I know people who bought in at like 12 and 13 and 14 and this one guy at 15. I don't know what they're doing. But no one like at the super peak top of it. Wait, but I wanted to find what's his name? Speaking of uh World of Warcraft token and the Venezuelan bolivar, where did this tweet go? Evan Pham, who I have a love-hate relationship with. He dishes out super hot takes all the time. Um, but some of them are just hot but still kind of they're like a steaming pile of poop hot take and not like a great hot take.
I
But
mean, that okay. That's
not like a flaming fire hot take. But this was kind of funny. He said, "Mind blown. One of the shittiest shit coins, Dogecoin, has served as a better store of value than the shittiest fiat currency, the Venezuelan bolivar, over the past 2 years. The implications here are staggering," he says, assuming this trend continues. Um, and then Michael Manville says, "Pretty sure Doge has outperformed all fiat currencies over the last 2 years, not just the bolivar." Kevin says, "Probably." I say, "I'm not sure about that. The dollar has been weakening, but I think the dollar might still have Dogecoin beat. So hold your horses there, Kevin and Michael.
Stop spreading fake news, people. Come on. We're supposed to be responsible with these things.
Yeah, stop fudding the dollar. What are you guys
Yeah.
trying to do? Pump your bags?
Come on, guys. What are we doing here? We love America here. We love America on this podcast. I just did a podcast about America, about loving America, because I do
Oh
deep
yeah,
down
you
inside
guys
me.
should go. Wait, I shouldn't have said that yet because I didn't have the title pulled up in front of me. Now I forgot what the title was. You guys should go listen to Tim's latest episode of Tim's 2 Cents called shit. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Well, I do remember because I have it right. Patriotism, America, fuck yeah. It's episode
Yes.
11, so that's special. It's not 10. I don't like making celebrations on normal things. We'll celebrate 11, and we'll bring it up on this podcast because Daniel isn't here to tell me to be quiet. Daniel isn't here to tell us that some other new thing is going to be the greatest thing ever. More, I guess, more just what I want in this podcast and more just what I want in Bitcoin is pessimism. I'm tired of the optimism. I'm tired of people thinking everything's going to work out. I want more pessimism because then I would feel better about myself. I don't like going on Twitter and seeing people have fun. It makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
So I despise that. If everyone could just kindly have worse lives, that would be great for me. That'd be great for my self-esteem.
Wait, where? Okay, so I was also thinking about one episode I particularly enjoyed was optimism and being half full of yourself. That's a great one. I think that's episode 10. But who is this? Who is Ryan Toffel? Toffel?
Oh, that's Daniel's roommate.
Oh, okay.
They're
Now
talking about wrestling. Just a little bit of wrestling.
yeah, now he's spouting off at the mouth.
Yeah, and he
And
gets like a full. Sorry, you can go.
I was gonna say, all you need to do is listen to me and Tim will never lead you wrong. Just listen to the Coin Pod and Tim's 2 cents, and that's all
Yeah.
you need.
We're not going to lie to you guys. We're not going to tell you America's failing. Well,
Wait,
I
what
might.
were we gonna
Sometime.
say about Ryan though?
Oh, yeah, because Daniel, it just like sets up a nice old podcast space for him. Is like, yeah, no, sure, use it. And then he's like, fuck you guys, fuck you, Zach and Tim. I'm not even coming on the podcast anymore. But here, no, Ryan, yes, please have my new studio that I've made off of doing the exact thing that we're complaining and just spreading false and fake news across Facebook and everything, and then just algorithming everybody into thinking certain things. Daniel should be ashamed of himself at this point. I guess we're just going to keep coming back to that. And what we always do whenever he's not here in the episode is just fuck Daniel and fuck fuck him not giving me more things. That's all I really care. Fuck him. What has he given to you, Zach? What kind of piece of shit was he to you in college?
I thought we were friends in college, and then I realized it was all a lie once he left, and then I graduated, and I've never really gotten over it.
I really thought he meant something to me, and then he took it, and I've never been able to have friends since. He took me. He made me feel whole again. And then whenever you find that person that makes you feel whole, you can't ever feel whole again. It's just a problem.
That will always be there.
Well, I'm glad we were able to get through that with you. I think we all just need to realize that there are certain people in our lives that we don't need anymore. Right, Zach? Because we're independent and we don't need Daniel.
We're strong and independent, and we have our own shows.
Yeah, that's what we should be. We'll come together and make our own crypto show and just be known collectively as the Crypto Bitches. And then we will just start every episode saying we're strong, independent crypto bitches, and we don't need no Daniel. Anyway, that was pretty bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I liked it. That's what we'll do.
Thank you, Zach. At least you're a supportive person a little bit. But again, like what I said with James Bond, you might just be patronizing me. I'm not really sure.
No, we're good.
I started to maybe say something before. I think I don't really remember what it is now. I was looking through like just Bitcoin Reddit, and mostly it's just people being like, "Are we at 9,000 yet? Is there a roller coaster yet? There's a Bitcoin ATM in Portugal. I don't give a shit. I'm not in Portugal. I don't care. Maybe it's good. It's probably good. Especially because I was just thinking for some reason. Wait. No. Okay. Yeah. Portugal's attached to Spain, right? Yeah. Um. I think I was maybe going to ask you something again that you were just going to be like, why would I know that or anything like that? uh,
I don't know. What are we talking? I got distracted. I
oh,
just
well,
I just woke up too. I uh was supposed to be studying a little bit. I'm taking the LSAT in about a month, and then I just sort of dozed off for a minute, and I woke up like 5 minutes before we got on to Tim saying, "Hey, Dan's ditching. Are you still coming on?" I was like, "Classic. Of
yeah,
course
so
I
it
knew
was
this
just
would
like,
happen."
of course, yeah. No, I decided to take a bunch of pre-workout and was going to go to the gym and then come back like halfway through, and then that's why I've just been like screaming and then just spitting all over my mouth. There's just like spittle all over this. It's also might be contributing to the redness a little bit, but there's probably skin cancer in my future, as I said before.
I'm trying to get big again. I don't know how much you weigh or how much you bench. I've never been super big. But I've always been super skinny and lanky, but I've been hitting the gym for the past month or so I'm like 180 right now, and I'm trying to break 200 by the end of this year. So,
All right, break 200 before Bitcoin breaks 10,000. That'll be your hashtag.
ooh,
And just push
sheesh.
that. And then everybody just tweets you every single time. And it reminds you to just eat one more stupid sandwich. 'Cause
Yeah,
that will be, yeah, that'll go. That's what we should know. Maybe?
we
I don't
should.
know.
I'm down.
All right, no, everybody tweeted Zach. Make him fucking feed his fat face because he needs to gain 20 pounds. So he's just going to have to just eat
But I'm
pizzas and
trying to
stuff all
gain
the time.
20 clean pounds. Like I'm
You're
trying to
you're
be
not. Nobody
trying to
gains 20 clean. Zach. I'm like 205. None of it is clean. It's just absolute garbage. It's going to Permanis like 3 times a week, and just
Oh,
eating
yum. I love
pizzas
Permanis.
and peanut butter just all the time, and then just feeling like you're gonna fucking. You probably feel. Now I don't know. Maybe at some point in my life I'll transition to being a woman so I can experience periods. But I imagine it's something like that where you kind of just constantly feel like you're about to just burst. You're just farting and it's kind of painful. Your shits are just mostly liquid. I don't even know why I'm talking about this at this point, but basically, we're trying to get Zach to 200 and we're trying to get Bitcoin to 10,000. We want to do them at the same time. So if you guys would help both of us out
Yes.
with those, um, Mount Gox cold. Oh wait, apparently. Oh, that was the thing I want to bring up. Or how recently where Warren Buffett or somebody said something about Bitcoin being like a mosquito or not a mosquito. They used like some really random
They said
comparison.
it was rat poison squared, like harvested
Oh,
baby brains.
what does that
Uh,
mean?
that's what I like. So Charlie Munger has said it's like noxious poison, and then Warren Buffett is like, "Oh, I couldn't do you one better. It's like rat poison squared." I'm like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, are we doing like a multiplication problem here? Like 2 ounces times 2 ounces of rat poison? Because that that's not how like physical matter works. It only works in math, and you can't square a quantity of a
No,
physical.
no, this is like the kid where you're just like, I hate you, or I'm this and times 1,000. And the other guy, I'm just times infinity. And this is Warren Buffett. Was he tweeting or was somebody asking him questions? Because why the fuck are we asking him questions anymore at this point? Because if you're saying shit like something is rat poison squared, again, beyond it just being a stupid metaphor, and sir, you are stupid because I know you listen to this podcast. I know you come to us for all your Bitcoin news.
He doesn't even have a computer in his office. What the hell does he think he knows about Bitcoin?
Trying to be productive, sir. You're not going to get anything. You're just bombing people. You're part of this whole big system. We're going to tear down. So we're all coming for you, sir. And I mean that in the sexual way, not in any other way. Please give me money. Um, Bill Gates also thinks it's crazy to invest in Bitcoin because he thinks it's probably better to just give a portion of your money to what the fuck are those things? That would have worked better if I remember the word for charities right off the bat, but of course I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't really get, like, unless someone is leading them with a question, like, who is saying Bitcoin is rat poison squared? Who's saying, oh, no, all these people are wasting money? But no, it's not like any other, like, even if you see Bitcoin as just some stupid craze with money, like this Tinder or Snapchat or all these different things have huge amounts of money based around nothing besides fucking people and then just sending nudes. So as far as them just being based off nothing, if you're saying, I mean, at least Bitcoin is based off math. I don't know what that really even means there. I'm sure that Snapchat and Tinder have some kind of algorithm too. So forget what I just said. But I guess I don't understand why, if it is rat poison and it's stupid to get involved, why they're even talking about it instead of saying, just ignoring it. Or I would even, like, I would be on the side of maybe he has stuff and he's just trying to or he's trying to push it down so he can just buy more before it goes, like he's doing the meta kind of just, oh no, that's stupid, or like I'm against this all, and then just actually still just running it and trying to hurt other people. I would respect that, sir. I don't respect just calling something rat poison squared, not because of it being detrimental to Bitcoin. I mean, I've spent this entire podcast complaining about people and Bitcoin, so whatever. But just your metaphors suck. I don't know what rat poison squared is supposed to do. I don't know, like, does it work twice? Does it? I don't know. Someone also said Bitcoin buying is like trading turds. And also, it's, again, why are I get, I guess, why people are asking these guys, but it's like they're not going to like it. They're never going to be like, at least on the surface, like what they represent, what Warren Buffett represents, this kind of just unimaginable wealth for most of us, and actually, like, just like running shit in this country. He's not going to go, yeah, no, Bitcoin's great. I love the fact that maybe people will be able to take their money outside of a system that I basically control at this point. Maybe he doesn't have that much power. Maybe I'm saying, again, I'm trying to work up to you, Mr. Buffett, and I will call you Daddy Buffett if I have to. Just give me money, please. I'll write your metaphors for what Bitcoin. I can come up with much better ones than Bitcoin's rat poison. You can say Bitcoin is,
Yeah, is that as creative as he can get? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna get all racist and politically incorrect on this show because this is a clean family production, but I could think of a lot worse things to compare Bitcoin to than, like, rat poison. Like, is I think it's just dumb.
is it supposed, wait, okay, so is it rat poison because rat poison is like rats eat it and then they die? Like, is that the idea? Or,
Yeah.
okay, so rat poison squared, so it's like people eating things twice and then
They
die.
like die and then reincarnate and then die again
Well, if it
is
makes you
like,
do that, that's at least cool. Like, you get to do something no one else has done before.
yeah.
But yeah, no, please, like I said before, I'll do whatever you want. I'll be your sub. I don't care. Just give me money. I'll write your metaphors. I'll come up with stuff. I'll just be like, Bitcoin is the what's this? Bitcoin is the Ram truck of cryptocurrency, and no one will understand what you're meaning, but it'll be better than rat poison. What else? I thought I saw something else, but anyway, fuck you, Warren Buffett, until you decide to take me under your wing. Do you have anybody you specifically want to give a fuck you shout out to, Zach, this week? It doesn't have to do with crypto necessarily. It can just be like the person that didn't make your food correctly. We could just turn this podcast and just the airing of grievances. This milk option.
No, not really.
No.
I'm good for now. Crypto Bully unfollowed me, and I'm salty about that. I thought we were bros. He used to follow me for a while.
Sir,
Zach.
yeah. Zach has already lost enough friends. You guys keep on taking them away from you.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's all I have. I've told you before on the show, the followers are all I have. So it hurts when you take them away from me.
Okay, wait. I just found another thing on Bitcoin Reddit, and they said Bitcoin ATM launched in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Allentown. But I'm pretty sure Allentown is like a couple hours outside of Pittsburgh, so I don't really know. But anyway, yeah, no, this is what we should do for this podcast. And I just announced it, and I gave out all this. And first off, the ATM company, it says maybe it's from Black Frog, but I'm not sure if Black Frog crypto is. No, okay, it looks like no Black Frog crypto. Jesus Christ, Black Frog crypto. Could you have thought of a worse name anyway? Uh, I deserve something for bringing this to everybody's attention. But the next, oh wait, Allentown is just right in the middle of Pittsburgh. So actually, you're correct. It's in between. The next, we should have a meetup, and people should tweet us because Zach wants new followers, and I want new followers. Not that Zach will be around, but I will be here. I'll bring Zach up on the camera if he's or on the phone if he's not sleeping too. We can all go down to Allentown. I'm not going to buy any crypto from this thing. I don't really. I have you ever used the Bitcoin ATM?
I have not. No,
I've never even seen one in person.
me neither, to be honest. Well, which is strange because I was just reading something that said DC has the most Bitcoin ATMs per capita than any other place in the U.S. I'm like, I've never seen them. Where the hell are they? But I don't know. They're around there somewhere, I guess.
Oh wait,
That's what I was told.
they're launching in Baltimore. I don't know. But yeah, no, I just see a bunch. Anytime I go on our Bitcoin, which is less and less, it's always just say, "Oh, there's an ATM here. I took a picture. Give me Reddit credit, whatever." Oh, also apparently a Ricky Williams, who is an ex NFL star, has been looking at astrology, and it's telling him to buy Bitcoin. Either that or
Yeah, I
somebody
saw
paid him.
that. I laughed.
So yeah, fuck you, Buffett. We have the NFL on our side, which may or may not be due to concussions. But probably, but who knows? No one ever said you have to be smart to make money. You just have to be confident, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I should go with Crypto Lobster. Maybe I should go with Crypto Anaconda. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of stuck in between those two right now. I like Crypto Anaconda just for the sake of being able to talk about anacondas and to kind of insinuate that my dick is an anaconda. It's better than lobster. I don't think lobsters are really known for having very large penises. But again, if they are, I don't.
You could just go with Crypto Baker and be like making that crypto dough. And
I'm making that crypto cake. Wow.
Yeah, do that.
Like, shut up.
Is anyone still watching us? Can we get their hot take on this?
No, supposedly it's two people, but that might just be you and me. Because James Bond has quit singing my praises, and I'm, like I said, very close to killing myself on this episode. But
True.
As far as hot takes, I guess we're pretty close to the end of this anyway. We can do advice, we can do all kinds of other things, but I guess before what?
We can do whatever we want.
No, we can always do whatever we want. We you know what? Let's not give advice of the week this week because you guys have gotten enough advice. We don't really have any good advice this week. And but besides that, I'm trying to think of like a nice little bow to tie on to this. Besides, I mean, you guys have already probably loved this episode anyway because you haven't had to hear Daniel.
Right.
I know me just kind of like spazzing out for the last hour hasn't been the best replacement, but it's it's not hard to beat
You've
him.
still liked it, and you'll always like it.
Oh no, you're gonna love it. Wait, what isn't that like the fucking it's the suit men's warehouse? You're gonna like the way you listen to this podcast. Uh, will the Boy Scouts start trading crypto? I think they should get in
Oh,
crypto because they've been
true.
in the
That's a
recently.
good prediction.
I think if anything, Boy Scouts need to start now. They are taking in girls, and we want to get women into STEM, so we should start include like they should get a crypto badge for purchasing something off the dark web, ordering an assassination on the dark web, um, having your first some like you send the money to the wrong address, part of a badge. Um, uh, Educating an elderly person about just it could just be the internet in general, but especially Bitcoin. Not that it's going to help that much. But I think right now what we need to do is we need to call on the Boy Scouts through our massive Twitter presence to start accepting open Bitcoiners. I've never heard the Boy Scouts make a point on this, but specifically the Boy Scouts, one, they'd probably just make their own cryptocurrency. They'd be like, this is Cub Scout coins, and it lets you trade things for firewood and lighters and knives. And I've never known somebody who went to Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts that I wasn't like, I don't completely trust them around me. John Stewart, he used to be on the show a lot more. He hasn't been on for a while. He was in that, and he's a very good friend of mine. I was actually at his house recently, him and his now wife, and still, it's still there. There's something like I don't completely believe that you're not a crazy person and that you're
Right.
not going to possibly do something to me. So I'm kind of just
No, I
always on my
will.
guard.
I agree. I think the scouts are good people. Some of them. I mean, some of them not. But I will make a I will make a prediction that this year we'll see a badge for like blockchaining or trading or some sort of you'll see some sort of cryptocurrency related badge coming from the Boy Scouts before the end of the calendar year 2018. That's my prediction. And you just timestamp that, screenshot it, whatever you want. I think that's going to happen. That's a good call. Tim.
I have only good calls. Yes, no, take Zach at his word. Do not let him forget that. Make sure you tweet at him. I guess put out our Twitter handles again. Baker's Dozen 93. Get me on there. Maybe tweet me. I haven't had any. I'm getting kind of lonely, even though I say I don't like it. I'm kind of like that. I'm the person that pushes people away because I want people to just force themselves in my life, specifically Warren Buffett. But I'll take you guys as well. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, no, thank you guys. Maybe if there's one person, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a bunch of Russian bots. But for hanging out with us now, you can also maybe if you're listening to this later in the future at some point, and World War III has happened, or the Boy Scouts have started taking cryptocurrency, you can go, oh wow, they were thinking about this all the way back then. They were pioneers in their field, but I mean, I don't know how much good it's going to do me then whenever I'm drafted and they're like, hey, I remember listening about this. Um, but I hope you guys have a good week. Hope you all have a fun time. Maybe again, sell all your Bitcoin, send it to us, or well, no, send your Bitcoin to us or sell it and then just send us cash in the mail because now they're tracking Bitcoin now and we'll have to pay taxes on all that. And I prefer just I think it'd just be cooler to just start receiving cash and mail randomly from strangers. Please lace it with as many drugs or hallucinogens as you can. And yeah, no, thank you, Zach, for being with me. Thank you for being there whenever Daniel wasn't. I hope I have been a good friend to you as well in that way.
Yeah, I feel like well, one time we met when I forget when it was, but I remember you came to visit Grove City one time and we met and we've just been better friends to each other than Dan has ever been to either of us. So
Yes.
it's a pleasure serving with you in these trenches of you, me, and BTC with our cruel dictator and overlord, Dan.
No, the cruel despot that is Daniel Brown and his gulags of podcasting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. No, thank you guys again. We'll see you next week here again at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do that every Thursday. Come chat with us, but it probably won't be as much fun because Daniel will be here. But
Yeah.
bye and have a good night, I guess.